Hello and welcome to Silent Creativa.
Ta-da! Back to normal again. So, while all the strange YouTube stuff with the FTC and Copper was doing its thing, I wasn't really in the mood to make a video. But I was in the mood to ask a friend of mine that I know because of YouTube if she would like to make a kind of a doll swap thing. So the main idea was I make a package with a doll and stuff I think would be nice for making a doll, and she does that too, and then we exchange the packages. Everyone makes a doll out of it, and then we switch again. Swap again. You know what I mean. And quite freshly, some minutes ago, the package finally arrived. Come out. Come out. So, then let's take out everything. I think these are more like Q-tips or something like that. So, and we have some glittery stars and some bigger ones. So this is the Saran hair. I never used it. Gold and some more copper. Auburn, is that right? Okay, I hope so. So this is nice. That can be mixed quite well. The fabrics. Oh, this is so exciting. I sound totally strange. And then we have the last thing, which is the doll. And I'm so interested in which one she sent. Go away. Everything go away. I already love this idea.
And now voiceover Roland takes over again. I was insanely happy about the first ever After High doll for me, but the voice part on this was quite strange, so I skipped it. And because there was so much fabric, so much different fabric inside the package, I thought, let's make some sketches. I had some ideas right away, and in the end, I used the first idea I had, but I still thought, let's make some sketches. And I came up with these two dresses, one that is more because of the colors. I thought, let's try a mermaid dress, but I was not that happy with it. So I went back to my first idea, and with the help of my brother, I changed the bottom part later, what you will see at the end of the video. And then it was time for the Saran hair, and I think it's quite strange, a bit slippery, but it looks very nice in the end. I didn't have enough, so she has a bald spot, but anyway, with the hairdo I made, you can't see it, so we can live with it. At this point, I had the dress finished and all the accessories finished, and everything was quite, yeah, pretty. And so I thought, let's make a completely adorable face. And I'm not quite sure that I nailed it. I like her face in the end, but I still have a problem with the eyes. I always think my eyes are not as accurate and as detailed as the eyes of, let's say, Delightful or Poppen Atelier or Moonlight Jewel or all the others. I have to work on the eyes a little bit more because they are always a bit wonky, I think. But I went with them anyway because I was at a point where I thought, if you do more, you will ruin her. So I just lived with it, and I have to say, in the end, I do like her quite a lot, but I was a bit worried about the eyes. Rainbow Fine Art told me that these Q-tip things are meant to glue on eyelashes, but I used them for a good portion of the repaint process, and especially for the eye makeup, they're incredible great. I totally was able to get more details. What always is my problem in the face up, because I'm not that patient, and so I normally try to get the repaint done quite quickly. And yeah, let's skip the blaming myself part. It was a bit easier with these little cute things to get more details done. So if you can get your hands on them, I would totally recommend them. After the typical layers of soft pastels and watercolor pencils, I just dotted on some white acrylic paint onto the eyes to have the reflections done. And yeah, then it was time for the eyelashes, my biggest enemy. And with the little Q-tip things, it went a little bit better. It was a bit easier, but I still hate them. So with the basic sketch of the dress done, I asked my brother what he thinks about it. And he gave me some good ideas. And with that, I ended on something that looked like a stained glass window, and that meant I had to do some patchwork. And that took quite a lot of time, but it was worth it. In the end, I really, really liked the dress. I think it is one of the most difficult dresses I ever made, but it looked quite nice, so I think was worth it. I would really like to know what you think about it, but I liked it, and yeah, it was quite a lot of work. After all the work on the skirt was done, I finally was able to do something more easy, I thought. And so I took out a piece of fabric and pinned it in place to make the corset part, and then I pinned some darts, and yeah, it went a bit strange because the darts went a little bit to the back of the top. So I had to place them a bit different later, and I never did this before, and I just tried it, it worked, but I can't explain it. Out of the gray fabric and some lace and the white lace fabric, I made some bloomers and a shirt for her, just so that she has a basic undergarment for the main attraction, which was the stained glass Tiffany thing dress thing. For the shoes, I thought, let's make them in colors of the dress. So I mixed up a light blue and a light green, and yeah, after the light blue was dried, I decided, no, I will go with silver instead of green, and yeah, so she has now blue and silver shoes, because I already stitched on some of the stars onto the main dress, so the silver was okay. I had an idea for some accessories, and I just had to try it, so I used just a little bit of fabric and put on some fabric hardener, and then I cut out some leaves and used the Q-tips to glue them around to have some flowers for the hair later. And that worked quite well. I think they look really cute. And because I had a lot of fairy vibes from everything, I decided to make some wings for her off camera, because it was the first time I made wings, and yeah, I made them off camera and put them in later. Doing the hair of it all is always something very annoying for me. I know I am a hairdresser, but doing something on such a small scale isn't the easiest part. Because I wanted her to have her long, flowy hair mainly open, I decided to braid a lot of the hair and then try something braided in the back of it to gather it, and it worked. Again, I'm not able to tell you exactly how, but it worked. And I really wanted to show you how I made the hairstyle, but I found everything out of focus, or yeah, she wasn't on cam most of the time. So I decided to skip that step. Oh, and here you see her bald spot, just to mention it, which is covered later. So, nothing to bother about. Everything is fine. If there is a bald spot, just cover it. Glue something on it. Everything is okay. No one will ever notice. What do I talk? What do I talk? Doesn't matter. And then I could finally put her into her dress, put the wings on, decorate her with the flowers, which I pinned in with some needles later, and was finally finished with her. Though I had to wait until Rainbow Fine Art was finished with her doll, I had some spare time to make some extra dresses for her, mainly out of the leftover fabrics, and yeah, then I made a little photo shoot, and here you can see her finished. I hope you like her, and I already know that Rainbow Fine Art liked her because she sent me some messages on Instagram, and I'm quite happy about it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see us next time. Bye.